Bridgerton gets therapized. How do you balance doing right by others and doing right by yourself? We're going to talk about Penelope and the internal conflict of wanting to stand tall and proud as Lady Whistledown, but also not wanting to just decimate and destroy this family that has become her own. How do you balance that? Mended Light. So for those who haven't watched Bridgerton, spoilers, obviously, but there is a family called the Bridgertons, Regency era. This series all revolves around them and the marriage mart and their different love interests. And Colin, the son Colin, has a best friend named Penelope, who is a perpetual wallflower, who is frequently, during marriage season, overlooked. People aren't especially impressed by her. She doesn't put her best foot forward. She doesn't present herself with any sort of confidence. And she very often feels like a loser in her own home with her own family. But she has a secret life. She is the gossip columnist, Lady Whistledown, who exposes all of the scandals with really juicy, creative writing. And people can't get enough of her, what she does and what she writes. And she's made a small fortune for herself. And the Queen, Charlotte, is trying to track down who is Lady Whistledown to bring her to justice for all of the things that she's printed. And mostly because the Queen doesn't want someone in the kingdom to outshine her. Whistledown's wrote some stuff about the Queen. Colin has fallen in love with Penelope, who has carried a torch for him for years. And now, with the Queen hot on her tail, Penelope has finally won the heart of Colin Bridgerton. She's held a torch for him for years. Cressida Cowper has stepped forward claiming to be Whistledown, even though she's not. And Penelope has an out. She has an out to never write again and to not get in trouble with the Queen and to marry into the Bridgerton family and be happy. And her best friend Eloise is trying to convince her to do exactly that.
Eloise, I have worked too hard for too long. Of all people, I refuse to let Cressida Cowper take credit. It would break my heart.
And what of Colin's heart? It would break his to find out the truth.
You've been lying to
Lady
him.
Whistledown is my name, not hers.
Your name is about to be Bridgerton. You cannot be both.
Bring the law to our front door.
For much of my life, being a part of your family is all I've wanted.
And there was a time I would have given anything to know Lady Whistledown. You had a good run for a while. But it's just gossip. Let it go.
You had a good run for a while, but it's just gossip. Let it go. Eloise is looking at this from the perspective of, you have a gossip column. Compared to being a part of our family, which is more important? Let the gossip column go. But what she doesn't realize is that for Penelope, it's more than a gossip column. It's independence in a time when women couldn't really be independent, or it was a great struggle to be independent. It was the ability and means to provide for herself. What's more, Penelope is an extremely gifted writer, and it brings her joy to write. But after this conversation, her plan is, I'm going to leave it behind. I'm going to leave it behind for Colin and for the Bridgerton family, who I love so much. This thing that has meant so much to me, my independence and my passion, I'm going to leave it behind. Until she has this conversation with her very well-meaning mother, who does not know yet that she is Whistledown.
What are you doing up here? Reading old issues of Whistledown.
I'm still not feeling well.
Penelope, you have managed to capture the affections of a man of great name and means. You have the rest of your life to lie around and do nothing. But for now, until you walk down the aisle and settle into this marriage, your duty is to make Mr. Bridgerton feel as if he is the most important person in the world, to cater entirely to your husband. His dreams, his wishes, at least in the beginning.
What about my dreams?
What dreams? Ladies do not have dreams. They have husbands. And if you are lucky and you fulfill your role, sometimes what you wish for may come true through him.
Her mom's not being cruel here. She's just saying this is how the world works.
Your father could be cruel, a weak man. I chose a match for security, and he could not even provide that. But he gave me you girls. And my greatest wish has always been for you three to do better than I did. And you have. You're lucky, Penelope. Do not take that for granted.
Now, she's not wrong. This is how their world works. Penelope is lucky to be marrying into wealth and to somebody who loves her and treats her well. And she actually has a shot with someone like him to pursue her own dreams at some point. But at what cost? She loves Colin. But she also loves having a voice and providing for herself and taking care of herself. Now, we're going to explore in my next video the ramifications of all of this on their marriage and their relationship and how to navigate individual wants in a partnership. But right now, I want to focus on Penelope deciding, I want to have both if I can. But at the very least, I can't live in a lie. I can't lie to Colin. I can't lie to the Queen. I can't lie to the community. I need to stand tall and proud and be me and tell my story. This is one of the great struggles and blessings of therapy. We think we're in therapy to achieve a certain outcome, and we can certainly have that goal. But the thing that we can control, the focus that we can control is, am I going to live in truth? Am I going to live with integrity? Am I going to honor the choices of other people? And am I going to show up for myself with kindness and compassion and do right by others as best I can? After her conversation with her mother, Penelope, and several other conversations, she realizes, I'm too gifted of a writer to use my talents just with gossip. So she starts using the Whistledown column to reveal abusers, to reveal real crimes, to not just, talk about people being petty and ridiculous, but actually to use her platform to change and to speak for and protect the innocent. So she's already pivoted to using Lady Whistledown for a higher purpose when the Queen is right on her tail and she reaches out and says, I will reveal myself. Here we go.
Your Majesty! Forgive us, Your Majesty. We do not have a perch for you because we did not think you would accept our invitation.
It is not your invitation that brings me here. Cease playing.
When you're the Queen, you can do that. I love her hair pieces and stuff, her wigs. Amazing.
As a result of my tireless search, placing her in an impossible situation, I received a letter earlier this week from Lady Whistledown. She calls upon my mercy, asking to address you all herself.
Oh, the drama.
Plead her case publicly before I pass my judgment.
You guys, the show's so good.
So I turn the floor over now to the scribe herself.
He sneezes.
Not him.
Not him.
Apologies.
Her.
Oh, the scandal. Are they going to call off the wedding? Is she going to ruin both of their families' names? What will happen? Oh my gosh. I was on the edge of my seat, though, honestly.
Hello, all. Or should I say, dearest gentle readers? I know it is no laughing matter what I have done. In the beginning, I never thought anyone would take my writing seriously. Why should they? No one has ever taken any part of me seriously. I only realize now how common that feeling must be. To be a young lady to whom no one listens. I wrote about all of you because I was captivated by you. Living your lives so out in the open. And in writing about all of you, I suddenly felt as if I had a life.
Perspective
I had
taking,
power.
inviting them.
And for anyone in this room who has ever had a taste of that, they should know it can be intoxicating. But I was careless with that power. It was easy to cast aspersions from the shadows where I could not be found. But I see now how much courage it takes to live a life out in the open. To honor one's weaknesses publicly, for all to see and to know, regardless of the outcome, one always has worth.
It's a great preach. All of this is all Mended Light all the time.
All of us talk.
Synergy.
We gossip. Gossip is information. It forges bonds. Especially for those of us who are told so little. But I can no longer conceal the biggest piece of information I have. My identity. That is why I am so very grateful to our Queen for forcing me out of the shadows with her most cunning scheme.
Yeah, you better grovel a little bit.
She affords me the chance to continue. I mean to aim my quill more responsibly. That is my repentance and my plea.
Off with her head! No.
She seems humbled, but we will be watching that she remains so. What is life without a little gossip?
Oh, man. Sometimes when you stand tall and stand proud and take accountability and are humble, you still lose everything, right? It's possible that she could have lost Colin after this. It's possible that she could have become a social pariah and lost whatever standing she had. It's possible a lot of things. But what she would have gained, and this is no small thing, is living out of the shadows without lying, without hiding, without concealing, and just being honest and real. And honestly, if things are going to go well long term, that is the only way it's going to happen. Now, you can lose everything and still have peace if you love who you are and you own who you are. And her doing what she did took tremendous courage, and that's something she can be proud of. So happens that things do go her way. She's extended mercy. Colin is amazed by her. And when I say if things are going to go well, if things are going to go well externally in the long term, because you can hide and conceal and lie and win all sorts of battles, but you're going to lose the war because the truth comes out eventually. The people who love you, they need to see you in order to love you. And in order to see you, you have to be openly, transparently, honestly you. That's the only way that works. I love it. I love this show. In my next video, we're going to go rewind the tape a little bit. We're going to see this whole Whistledown Penelope saga through the lens of Colin and Penelope's relationship. What happens when you've been keeping secrets from a partner, including secrets that they would find hurtful. I'll see you there, but until then, what did you think of Penelope outing herself and the way she confronted this and how she made the decision, how she arrived at it? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this, I've got a whole Bridgerton playlist for you to check out right here, somewhere on screen. Until next time, folks, keep shining. We need your light.